So you know how I was super confused about why the turn signals wouldn't blink and why all four of them were on at the same time? Turns out what I thought I needed from the very beginning was exactly what I needed. But what I didn't know is I was going to need to take out the turn signal indicator bulb for those things to actually work. Going into this, I figured I'm converting this bike to LED. What am I going to need? This bike was built for halogen bulbs, which have a lot more load than LEDs. We all kind of know that when you're converting to LED, you either need a new flasher relay built for LEDs, which is an electronic flasher, or you need resistors running parallel to the circuits. So when I bought the LEDs, I bought a flasher relay for them, but that's why I was so confused throughout this whole series trying to figure this out. Because what I didn't know is the turn signal indicator on this bike was actually allowing electricity to go through into the other circuit. And apparently that was screwing up the flasher relay. See, I had tried this one. This is made for 6 volt or 12 volt bikes. It's an electronic flasher. So I figured this would do the exact trick that I needed it to do. Turns out I was absolutely correct. But what I didn't know is that I was trying this while electricity was flowing into the other circuit as well, which wasn't allowing this to function correctly. So once I took that bulb out, the turn signal indicator bulb, as I showed you in the last video where I tried to figure this out. So it turns out this solved the issue. This is the first time I tried it with the turn signal indicator bulb taken out, and it flashes just fine now. And you know how in the previous video I mentioned that someone on the forums mentioned that their flashers wouldn't flash unless the bike was on and at 3,000 RPM? Turns out they were actually right too, because my battery was it's kind of low just because I haven't been riding it on the streets. I haven't let the battery charge fully. But I tried this, turned the bike on, it blinks completely fine. So for your project, just go with what your gut tells you. Wiring and electronics are going to work exactly how you think they do, and if they don't, it's probably a trick with your bike that you're going to have to figure out. Because when it comes down to it, when you're converting a bike to LED lighting, all you're going to need is a LED flasher relay, or you're going to need some resistors to give more load on the stock mechanical flasher relay. And so if you get those parts, the flasher relay for LEDs, that's the electronic flasher, or the resistors, and it doesn't work still, it's probably because you need to troubleshoot something with your bike. It's probably your bike's fault. So that was kind of, I don't want to say it was kind of stupid, like how easy this fix was, but I really am so happy that it was an easy fix. So this flasher is made for 6 volt or 12 volt. It has a beeper on the bottom, and I put a piece of tape over because it's loud and obnoxious. It's cool because I don't have a turn signal indicator light anymore, so I can hear it, but it's a little bit loud and it's a little bit obnoxious. But hey, it did the trick. So if you're needing to do this with your 6 volt bike, this is exactly what you need. I think this is the only one that I could find that I could buy that's 6 volt. So anyway, I'll link this in the description. If you need one, just go pick it up. It's there for you. So anyway, let me just show you guys how this works. Okay, so as I said, if I just turn on the signal right now, you can hear it beep. You can hear it trying to beep, but there's not quite enough electricity running through the circuit just yet. So once I turn the engine on, okay, so now that the bike's running and the power is coming from the regulator, now when I turn on the signals, it flashes completely fine. Oh, that looks so good. Man, that looks good. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me give you a better shot. Oh man, that's cinematic. Oh man. Seriously though, I could not be more happy with that. It looks so good, so good. As I said, the turn signal indicator bulb got taken out. I took that out and it solved my whole problems, all my issues. So I might try to get some LED turn signal indicator bulbs for that. It's a T10 bulb. You can buy those in LED pretty easily, pretty cheaply. So just stay tuned, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So anyway, the magical fix was actually basic wiring. That's just what it comes down to. Because basically, if you're converting to LED, you need either resistors to put more load on the stock relay, or you need LED electronic flasher relay, and it should work completely fine. And when it came down to it, that's exactly how it was on this bike. What I didn't know is that my bike had a funny little quirk to it where both circuits would actually meet up in that one bulb and trickle through to the other circuit and make things not function correctly. So really it was my bike's fault. F you, bike. I'm just kidding. It was a learning experience for me. My dad actually just said that I was telling him about this stuff. He's like, yeah, basically you have to figure everything out on your own so that you know more than your kids eventually. I was like, all right, I see you. So anyway, that was the magical fix. I think that ends this video. I think I'll wrap it up here. I just wanted to explain how I finally solved this problem. I literally tried everything in the books and I still couldn't figure it out. So I'm super happy that I finally did and that it actually works. So I'm gonna get this thing plated whenever I can, hopefully. California rules. All right guys, well, anyway, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.